I've got LED bulbs in these. Doubt you'll guess this one. Yeah, so here you can see the tailpipe's missing. Got this lovely cone filter. Yes, I got this kit off eBay. This is all nice and ready to go on now, welded up, painted up. New bushes in here, around here. I've recommissioned both bottom arms. The bushes were fine. Fitted new ball joints and cleaned and painted. Hello, I'm Dave. Welcome to this video. Not done a video for a while, not been too well with my mental health. Had about a month off Facebook and all social media. I've been taking some antidepressants for a month. I know I've spoken videos about my mental health before, and I have actually spoke about that I've been taking medication before. Don't really like medication. It's just my personal choice. I'm not giving anyone any advice what to do. But yeah, I've been on medication for a month and decided to come back and have a go, feeling a little bit better, although all my mental health issues are still there. Anyway, I'll take you out into the yard where the cars are and show you some stuff I've been up to. And you might notice put my piercings back in. I've not been to karate since November, so about 5 months. One of the senseis, the instructors there, suggested that I remove my piercings for etiquette. Is that the right word? Since then, I've noticed female students with piercings in, so I don't know why he suggested that. So I put them back in. And 2 weeks after that, I decided to rejoin karate. So I've had about 5 months off. Initially, is that the right word? Initially, myself and Bailey joined at the Saturday class, and that's the only class we go to now. I don't know if I've spoken about this on the channel before, but something happened at the Wednesday class. The rules are there for a reason, and there's this right idiot there, and it really annoyed me. So I won't be going back to that class. Not impressed with what happened there, his behaviour. So we'll just stick with the Saturday class, and if I do cross paths with the said idiot, for example at grading, because he doesn't come to this Saturday class, I won't be doing partner work or sparring with him, because it's not a free-for-all. And I'm not saying this in the way that I'm scared, but I don't want it to turn into a proper fight. We're supposed to be there to train, not act like fucking dickheads. So yeah, my piercings are back in, and since there's other students with piercings in, mine will be staying in. Away, let's go. Follow me. Yes, even though I've not been feeling too good, I have been getting on with stuff, trying to keep myself motivated. Let me just put that down there, because if I put it in my pocket, it will turn the camera off. So I've done a couple of bits on the Raleigh chopper. I decided to go with the Wonder lights, because I like the lights to be central. And I don't know if you're going to be able to tell because it's daylight, but I've got LED bulbs in these rather than the standard bulbs. I'll show you the back one in a second. Remember from my previous videos I was working on this area. Well, that's all painted now, and me looking through the camera, that does look rather good. I can just see the paint difference there, but I aren't bothered. It is a very good match. That's only brushed on. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just spin the bike round, show you the rear light. Yeah, there we go. It's under the seat, on the seat post there. And again, it has a LED bulb in. You can't really tell in the daylight, but they are much brighter, especially the front one is a very white light. So yeah, the chopper is done, I think. Pedal it about a little bit. The only thing left to do, I want to fit a new gear cable, because this one's rather stretched. It's on its limit, but it works. So moving on to the Mondeo. Yeah, so you're probably going to guess when I'm showing you a little pile of stuff there. Doubt you'll guess this one. Tell you about that in a second. Yeah, these plugs were brand new, probably January. I'll get one. Try and focus it into the, let's go and do away from the sun. I'm sure there on camera you can see how white they are. I thought it was running lean. We developed a misfire under load but low revs. So obviously I checked the plugs and the coil pack and leads and that are common on these cars. But like I said, these plugs were new because if you remember, if you watch my videos, one of them was cracked on this white porcelain bit. So I changed them, and I don't know why they're running white, because I put the old plugs back in. Obviously not the cracked one. I've got some old plugs. With the browny grey colour here rather than white, and they stayed browny grey. Still had the misfire there. I'm not putting these back in. I don't know why they're running white. I've got various coil packs here because I changed the engine in the Mondeo a few years back, so I had a spare coil pack. I went to change the coil pack and I noticed, I think I've thrown it away now, I've thrown the knackered one away. I noticed one of the plug leads, I'll take one off and show you in a second, one of the clips had come out, and see these, let's bring it over here again. Can't get the camera in. In there's some pins that the leads clip on, and one of them was green instead of the brassy colour. There, you can just see them there. You see that pin in there. It was all green and corroded on number 3, and the clip, I'll get the lead and show you now, just a second, guys. Yeah, and see the my fingers in there, the clip in there. There's the brass bit, then there's the little silver clip. The clip had fallen off and snapped off. So I thought that was the problem. So I put these leads, which you see here now, and I think it was actually this coil pack on. It was, because the plugs are different, and I have a little adapter. If you see, look, there's 2 different types for the Mondeo, but I have a little adapter so I can use either. So yeah, I used these leads and this coil pack. So I took this coil pack off, these leads, this pack, and it seemed okay for I don't know how many miles. I did a few miles, I did a couple of trips, and then I went out across to Scarborough one day on my own, and halfway there I was pulling out at a roundabout, and it was like missing worse than it had done. Like I say, the low revs under load, because I was obviously giving it some from the roundabout, so it had sort of a lot of throttle, and it was just like so yeah, I thought, no, tell you what, we've got muddled up here. So I'd fitted this, and I'd fitted these leads, seemed okay, and then I'd already ordered a brand new coil pack, which is on now, a genuine Ford one. Went to Scarborough, and it was missing, and I thought, well, the new coil pack's knackered. When I get home, I'll have to put this one back on. So I still had these leads, put this coil back on, and then on the way home from Scarborough, my dual exhaust system, the loud pipe, had no tailpipe on. The tailpipe was missing. Can we get down here? You can see there, I did say, go and see the last video. It was the last video where I fitted this exhaust. It was just clamped on. You can just see where my finger is now. This one has a tack of weld about 1 inch long or half an inch long to help hold it on as well. So the clamp was there. This blew out. Don't know where it was. So because I got home, the tailpipe was missing. The coil pack had the misfire. I put this coil back on. Went back to Scarborough to look for the exhaust, and I couldn't find it, and we still had the misfire. So luckily in my shed I had this spare Hornet back box. Chopped the tailpipe off, which I didn't really want to do, but it saved me £70 buying a new setup, and just showing you that, welded that on. So we had the brand new coil pack back on, the old plugs back in. I was a bit of a miss of what to do next, so I ordered fuel pressure gauge. Yeah, so here you can see the tailpipe's missing. Here I knocked up another one from the spare box, welded it on as well as the clamp, and back on. Yes, I got this kit off eBay. If I remember, I'll leave a link in the description below to this particular one I got. I think it was about £25 off eBay. I obviously looked online and in the Haynes manual for the correct figures of the fuel pressure, and I plumbed all this in, and yeah, that was fine. The fuel pressure was fine. Anyway, eventually, to cut a long story short, I ordered some brand new Bosch plug leads and a fuel filter. I put both of those on at the same time because they arrived together. I did order another coil pack from the same person, but that's still in the shed. I've not used that yet. I put the brand new Bosch plug leads on and the fuel filter. Yeah, I'll spin round. Yeah, so after that, after fitting those two, fingers crossed, up to now, it's not misfired. So yeah, what a palaver. I was going to throw the camera over then to show you those, but I've got it facing me. Yeah, so all that messing around with the coil packs, I'm going to give it 1,000 miles or so, and then what I've just shown you, the coil packs and the leads that were misbehaving are off in the bin. I've got the brand new Ford coil pack on now, and I've got a brand new Bosch one in the shed as well. So yeah. Oh, and I went to the scrapyard. I'll show you the Fiesta in a second to get some bolts for the Fiesta. I'll talk about that in a second. While I was there, I found this. I got everything for about £12. Got this lovely cone filter. I've already got one on the Fiesta, so I thought I'll pop that on the Mondeo. I had some induction hose left over in the shed from fitting the homemade manifold on the Fiesta. There is a hard plastic pipe under there. This is just sleeved over to make it look nice. The hard plastic pipe elbows into here. I don't have the metal clips anymore because I had the genuine Ford ones onto the cable tie there. That's holding this on here. That's holding the filter onto there, but there's the hard one underneath as well. We have the cold air feed that goes straight into the centre of the filter. I have ordered, but it's not come yet because it's coming from China, a heat shield to go around here. Well, the heat shield sheet, I have to make it myself, but I've made a template out of cardboard. And yeah, I'm impressed with that. I like that. As you can see, this bonnet vent is fully open. This one was. The reason there's a line halfway across was because I only filled half the bonnet vent first to stop water dripping down here. It used to drip onto the battery box and the plastic standard air filter, but I wasn't really bothered. I don't know why. I thought I'll just fill half of it. It stopped it on the filter, but it still sort of dripped here and it'd blow across, so I thought I will just fill it all. Without squashing anything, I'll just show you the other side. It's I'll go around there and show you. We'll go around here, guys. Yeah, that's what it looks like from the outside. And if I've ever shown you the Fiesta ones are the same anyway. Well, these are stainless steel. I think that one's alloy. But yeah. And also on the Mondeo, the coolant tank. See my other videos. Fitted this in a previous video. The review I can give on this, because it's not a genuine Ford one, seems okay up to now. But I have put the genuine Ford, can't see for the sun now, Motorcraft. There we go. Come on, I had it there. Where's the sun? Motorcraft. That took some getting, didn't it? Cap on. The one that came with this was an aftermarket one with the aftermarket coolant tank, and it was making a strange hissing noise. Yeah, guys, so I think that's it with the chopper and the Mondeo. Oh no, there was one more thing on the Mondeo. Like I said, the previous video was myself fitting the dual valve exhaust system. If you've not seen that video, go back and have a look. The Mondeo does. I keep nearly moving the camera down to show you things, but it's facing at me. I've not done this for a month, guys, and I wasn't exactly brilliant at this before. Yeah, go back and look at that video. The Mondeo does spit flames now. I don't know if you're into that or not. It has a Hornet batter box on the passenger side, and it's straight through on the driver's side with the valve in the middle. Yeah, the valve stuck open, so I've stuck on the straight through pipe. Very loud. Did annoy me slightly because it hadn't even been on a week. I can't show you because I've done it and bottled it all back together, but I have fixed it. What there was in the valve setup on the side of the, I'll try and throw a photo in. Yeah, I'll throw a photo in now so you can see it, of the dual valve, and then I'll come back and explain, but it'll be me talking after the photo. Right, yeah, so the bit on the side where the electric wire comes out on that, I think there's 3 screws holding that on. I took that off. In there, there's a half cog, like a half moon cog, and there's a pin that stops it when it goes to the quiet exhaust side. I think that's right. Yeah, when it goes to the quiet exhaust side, there's a pin that stops this half cog, so it stops it spinning all the way around or whatever. The other way, when you press the button and it works and the cog moves and it shuts the valve on the quiet side and opens the valve on the loud side, there's no pin to stop it, and this cog was getting jammed. It was going as far as it could and getting jammed, and although the motor was working, it wasn't powerful enough to bring it back. So being stainless steel and me only having eBay drill bits, it took a while, but I drilled a 3mm hole in, screwed I took the 3 screws off so I could see the butterfly and the cog and all that. Got my finger up, had a look, worked out what was happening. In the side of there was room for me to drill a 3mm hole, sort of opposite to where the pin was. The pin was where my thumb is. I drilled a hole at the top, so the cog's over this side, yeah. And so that allowed, when the cog went this way, it hit the pin at the bottom. When it went that way, it hit the screw, which is now a pin at the top, and that got that working again. So yeah. Right, moving on to the Fiesta. Like I said, this is just a short video of a catch-up. The next video, which will be out in a few days' time, will be of a car show, and there's another car show coming up after that as well, so stay tuned for those. Right, as you know, the Fiesta is definitely a rock box. Rusty nuts. Rusty definitely is appropriate. Right, so here is the subframe off. I will throw some photos up afterwards, do a photo shoot so you can see what I've done. This is all nice and ready to go on now, welded up, painted up. New bushes in here, which this is supposed to be a 15mm anti-roll bar, so what happened I don't know, but this is 17mm. I've never fitted it. I've never had these bushes off. I ordered these. I use these Flowflex bushes on both my cars. I quite like them. I'm happy with them. A lot of people slate them, but I like them. Yeah, so they came for my car. We checked the reg number and everything with the company I got them from, and they wouldn't fit. But I just got like a Dremel thing on a drill and sanded them out, so they fit. But yeah, apparently they were for my car, and the company said they should be 15mm, which I thought it was supposed to be. So I don't know what happened there, but they're on now. I had to get one new bracket because one it hadn't snapped, but it was very rotten. Like I say, all this is painted up and welded up. See the photos that are to come to follow shortly. Some new adjustable drop links. I've got these on the Mondeo as well. I've set these about an inch lower, inch shorter than the old original ones. See there, just sort of that much shorter. I can adjust them if that's wrong. I set them far too short on the Mondeo the first time I put them on, and the anti-roll bar was tapping on the bottom arm. I'll go down here and show you. I can't remember what I showed you on the last video of working on here, but I cut this area out so that I could get in because it was all rotten where the subframe mounts. I've welded all that up now and Gravitexed it and painted it with chassis paint. This goes through this hole into there, but as you can see, the captive nut is absolutely knackered. These were the bolts. I got all 6 for the subframe. Luckily, there was one Fiesta in the scrapyard, the same mark as mine. It wasn't a Zetec S, but I got the subframe bolts out. This one, there's 6 bolts, 3 on each side. There's one there, one under there, one up here. This one I had to chop a P-pearl in here to heat the captive nut up to get the bolt out. I had to actually grind the head off the bolt to drop the subframe. So I definitely needed one new bolt, but anyway, I got all 6. I've got some nuts with a flange on, so both sides, just the one at each side, this one, both sides, I'll grind the nut off there, weld the new one on. This square plate was sat in there under a cage, which the cage is now not there, so I'll leave this peephole off until the subframe's fitted, bolt that in. I'll just tack, let me just sit it in and show you guys. Just a second guys, just a second. Yeah, I need more hands, don't I guys? Yeah, so that'll be in there, bolted up, and I'll just tack it each side, and then it's down there, the bits I cut out for the peepholes. Weld that back in and paint it and etc. Same there. I've welded this up here behind the wing. We are going to fit full wing and a full wing on the other side. I've got one for this side, got sills for both sides. I need to order a wing for the passenger side. There's some where am I? On the inner wing there, look, needs welding, and I think there's a little bit back here, and there's two little bits on the other side, so the wings are coming off. If I can't reuse these arches, I'm going to buy some new, the universal ones that screw on. I'll have to sort the back out as well. If they're slightly wider and the wheels are sat in, I'll fit some eccentric wheel spacers. So yeah, I'm slowly getting on, guys. There's still welding back here to do, the back of the inner sill up there, a bit of tidying up underneath the floor pan, and I was ready to fit the cross member. I've done the passenger side as well, the same. It was solid here on this side, but I've done the same and strengthened it with a plate, and I'll do the same as what I just told you. But there was you can see where I've welded there, there was a big hole under that bit, so it's a good job I took it off. So yeah, and I painted these up, not the threads, just to tidy them up. All this side's painted up there. The other side, there's a hole up there at the other side that needs doing as well. I forgot to tell you that when I was around there. But yeah, this side's fully painted. The other side's only sort of painted up to here for now. Again, it's a couple of little holes on the inner wing. Look. Yeah, let me just get down here, guys. So I was about to fit the subframe. That's where the other bolt goes, but the subframe does go across there. Can we get on there? But just behind the fuel pipes here, look, there's a bit of rot there. So we took the alloy floor plate off from inside, and we have a very rotten floor pan, which I couldn't see from underneath because it's over the chassis rail, and again over that leg. I don't know what you call that leg under here. There's the hole that I just showed you from underneath this area. So we can sort that out, then the subframe can go back on, and I'll sort this out. Although it looks very bad, it won't take me that long to sort that out. That one's all done underneath the floor plate. You maybe don't agree with these floor plates, but it is what it is, isn't it? I like them, I want them. I don't know if they have trapped some moist. It wasn't, obviously, it's somehow got there to rot, but it wasn't full of water here when I came to it, is what I was going to say. And I'm going to have to sort something out with this old Mondeo exhaust. I don't know what to do with that. I was going to buy a new one of these and keep it, but I love the one that's on now more than the sound of this one. So yeah, again round here, I've recommissioned both bottom arms. The bushes were fine, fitted new ball joints and cleaned and painted both bottom arms up. So I'll have new steering joints as well and tidy bottom arms. There's the floor plate and footrest. The footrest's going to get a coat of paint. I like to do everything myself, so I'm not sanding it for powder coat. I've done all this with chassis paint. I'll do that with chassis paint, but I think I'll use a roller on there rather than a brush, just to get a bit of a better effect. What else was there? I don't know what it's called. It's under here. It's under here, guys. Where's it gone? Yeah, that plate there. Here, look, I painted that both sides. It goes after the subframe. Was I calling this a cross member earlier? Whatever, anyway. After the subframe, that plate comes back here, and I think there's a bolt that goes to the this gearbox torque mount thing, but yeah, I've cleaned that up as well. We've yet to scrape the undersail off the back floor pan. Well, I'll clean it all off like I did the other side. And there's still a hole in the chassis at the back. But yeah, get in there, guys. Get in there. Yeah, and also I'm going to give the coil springs, the front springs, a coat of blue paint. Go and see my previous videos. I had a snapped spring end of last year, and luckily I found a pair on eBay, but they were black. The rest of them are blue. I've got AP coilovers. They were second hand, but they've been recommissioned and they'd obviously been painted or powder coated black. So the assister springs are still blue. So yeah, I'll give them a coat of blue paint to match. Won't take me long to do that. The shockers and struts and that are off anyway. Give the front calipers a lick of red paint and a tidy up. May as well while I'm doing all this. Yeah, and the underneath will all be sealed, Gravitex and chassis paint and possibly under seal. Oh yeah, another thing. This, and I'm laughing now, but it annoyed me at the time. I'll just spin the camera around again, guys. Yeah, this is all Gravitex underneath and then painted black. The front wheels are under there, so I've repainted the front wheels because I left them under there and they had splashes of Gravitex all over them. So yeah, they've got a nice coat of fresh paint as well. Yeah, and just under the back of the Fiesta there, you can actually see the coilovers there. It looks like the assister springs could do with a coat of blue paint too. Standard exhaust manifold with the O2 sensor and the plug. And in this box, I've had it's not a genuine one, it's a aftermarket one, but genuine, you know what I mean? Like, fits in the genuine place, but it's not a Ford make cat in there for the MOT. Normally I have like a sports cat underneath, but it's a little bit hit and miss with the emissions to get it to go through. It does go through eventually, but it's a little bit messing about. So put those on, but then, whoa, I can't get up. There's too much rubbish in here. We have the standard manifold to go back on afterwards. Again with its O2 sensor with the extended plug. Sorry, 4-branch manifold to go back on afterwards with the sports cat. Yeah guys, please remember we have these stickers for sale now. I am going to have to get some more made up soon, but I think I've got about 10 or 12 left at the moment. They're £2 each, add £1 for postage. See the description below on how to get them. Thank you. Yeah guys, so it's just a short video to catch up on our YouTube channel and to catch up with you guys. let you know what I've been doing. Like I said, even though I've been struggling with my depression, I have been getting out and doing a little bit. Weather permitting, obviously. We've had some shit weather recently. I don't know if you've had shit weather where you are, guys, but we've had a lot of rain and we've had a few nice sunny days. I'm going to crack on with a bit more today, but it won't be in this video. I'll do another video in the future of more progress on the Fiesta. I do need time to get on with it as well. It does take a lot of time filming while you're actually working, and there is quite a lot of work to do. Like I said earlier, the next video will be of a car meet. It's a Ford meet at Squire's Cafe, which is a biker bar near Leeds. And if I've got this in the correct order and I don't fit anything in between, I think the video after that will be another retro Ford meet at Tennant's Cafe, which is near a village called Leyburn, which is just on the edge of the North Yorkshire Dales. Nearly said moors then. Yeah, so like I say, I hope you understand, and I'm no expert on mental health, but I can definitely talk about mental health because I live it. None of my knowledge is through textbook or learning, it's through knowledge of living, but by any means, I'm not saying, when I said that I don't like taking antidepressants, I'm not telling anyone not to or to take medication, but at the moment I am on medication. I'm on 30 milligrams of citalopram. I do get some side effects which I aren't keen on, but it is what it is. I've obviously perked up because I've turned my Facebook back on. It was deactivated, and I'm doing this video just in time for show season to start. And you know, there's a few things on over the next couple of weekends that clash with each other, so I can't be everywhere. But I will be at Squire's Cafe, hopefully, in a couple of days' time, and then Tennant's Cafe, which I've been asked, myself and Bailey have been asked to go and do a video because we did one there at the last meet in September. That got a lot of views. I might try leaving comments turned on, but I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. If I do leave comments on, go and check out and join in. Please be nice to me. And yeah, if you do like the videos, please remember to hit the like button because that helps us with the channel. And if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe to see more videos coming in. Go and take a look at our previous videos. There's a mixture of me messing around with cars, there's drag strip action, there's car meets. Go and have a look, it might be something you like. And until next time, thank you for watching. Catch you soon.